In this video I will solve puzzles, free my friends, solve puzzles, give movie recommendations, solve more puzzles, and uncover ancient evils by solving some puzzles. This is the Tartarus Key. So after waking up in this cozy looking room,
Gotta wake up, bitch, get up.
I found a walkie-talkie. Hello?
Hello, how are you?
My name is Taurus. I'm a PI. After convincing Taurus that I'm not Jigsaw, we came up with a plan. If one of us can escape, they'll able to help the other, hopefully. It's getting ahead of ourselves, though. First, we have to focus on the task at hand. Okay, message received. Over. You don't have to say it just because... Never mind. Also, Taurus and I were being watched by cameras. After a couple of puzzles, I got out into a hallway, where I found the room in which Taurus was kept. Hey, can you hear me? Yes. Finally, almost there. Just have to find a way to open the door. I'm going to need you to hurry. The room filled with gas slowly, so I headed over to the bathroom, where something weird happened. What reveals? I don't have time for this cryptic... What the... The reflection of the mirror isn't right. Is it right? Yeah, it doesn't match up with real life. After discovering that the mirror was actually a replica of this room that I was in, think. I'm trying. Oh shit. My reflection threw me a handy axe, with which I was able to free Taurus. My reflection is helping me. She's giving me the axe. I mean, it's moving. Alex. Still, this room, trick window, or whatever the hell it was made no sense to me. And who threw the axe? A twin or a clone of mine? Maybe Alex sees the world in the same PS1 graphics as I do and got fooled by it that way. After finding out that Taurus is actually hot as hell, we headed to a newly opened door. Taurus, you're handsome as fuck.
Pardonnez-moi, mon chéri.
Setting up base in the main hall on the ground floor was the next logical step. Taurus wanted to find out who is behind all that kidnapping business here. She told me that she was too exhausted to keep exploring, probably from the gas she inhaled earlier. I was sent out to explore more of the mansion, but not before she handed me a map, which updates after each new location I visit, plus it had this cool feature where Alex took notes on it. After trying my hands on a new room with a new puzzle, I got stuck and decided to take a peek at another puzzle, where I had this big brain moment. This thing is the room layout, right? And these numbers tell me in which order I need to swap the code, right? So we need a fourth one. So if this... Wait, is this the long side of the room? Yeah. So this is the first swap. Then the second swap is over here, which would be the drawer. The third... That's the third swap. And that's the fourth swap. Okay, so the first swap is this. 5. So we got 2, 9, 2, 9, 2, no, 5, 1. 5, 19, 25. 19, 25. Oh my god. I got stuck in Mario 64's infinite hallway. Someone or something taunted me in Taurus' voice. This hallway seems long. Shouldn't I be able to see the door by now? Okay, something is definitely not right here. I am lost in a hall. I know, it sounds bad. I can't find my way out. What?
Are you all alone?
Huh? I mean, there's nobody here else here.
Are you scared?
Yes, I am scared. What are you? Why does your voice sound so...
Alex.
What, Taurus? And after I summoned a door out of thin air, I listened to my grandma talking about me, as if I was dead. Grandma? I can't believe she's gone. The body was so... Are you sure? No, Gran, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. My little girl. My sweet little girl. But I should have expected it. She was always sticking her nose in where it didn't belong.
I always told her one of these days someone was going to cut it off.
More observations required? What the... What is it? I'm so close on giving up. More notes. What the fuck? Taurus 37. I have no idea where north is. It should be locked in. What the fuck? Yeah, lock that bitch in. Oh my god, this took forever. One obnoxious planetarium puzzle later, I came across a button puzzle, which I solved in the best way possible. That easy. Right before stumbling across a room where Charles, a historian and demonologist, was trapped inside a flesh wall. It's blood. And goo. Great. Are you okay? What is this? Okay, my young friend, I am ecstatic. And he was way too calm about all of this. So this horror mansion being just the doing of some sick fuck with too much money and time on their hands is off the table, I believe. After freeing Charles, Tartarus said that it was probably all staged, or maybe hallucinations. To be frank, I wouldn't believe that shit too, even if I was in that mansion. Tartarus and Charles tried to research the 1 million books that were lying around in our base of operations, to maybe find clues on what's going on here. Meanwhile, I took off to solve more puzzles. It feels a little bit like the movie with Michael Douglas.
They make your life fun.
Which you should absolutely watch, by the way. So with the peacock key I acquired earlier, I went and opened a door to meet the most annoying and rude character yet, William. I heard Saw music as I approached him since he had this metal thing wrapped around his neck, which sure looks like a bomb collar. He was supposed to mix his favorite drink to get rid of it, but he just wanted to sit it out. I mean, that's kinda dumb. So I fumbled my way through the puzzle for like an hour because I'm just as dumb as he is. Well, I already told you I would have been fine if I had just waited, I think. After he was an ungrateful pig, we went to see Tartarus, who actually worked on a case regarding William and a girl he met. This girl asked too many questions about his friends who were in a secret club called the Tartarus Society. And William suspects them to be behind all of this, since they also hate him. Makes sense really, since the title of the game is the Tartarus Key. Tartarus and I bonded a little bit more and I headed to the next convoluted puzzle. I ended up in a janitor's closet straight out of hell. The fuck? What the? After opening this way too convoluted closet, I stumbled upon a doctor who's been poisoned. Poison? Need antidote. So I made quick work of that, and by that I mean I failed miserably.
Damn!
I fucked up, okay, but loaded the game back up again, because I can't handle failure. I also found a corpse that looked exactly like me, but there was no time to question things. After I saved Ruth, it's the doctor's name, I tried to check in on that corpse again, but the room was locked. So Ruth joined us. And she told us that she heard a voice before passing out, like over a speaker, Jigsaw style.
You wanna play a little game?
She also explained that she doesn't know why she's here. Maybe the higher-ups that fired her for helping people with free medical care had something to do with it. I wandered around a bit and a previously boarded up door was now open. And I ended up in some sort of security area, where everything kinda looked like a bunker of sorts. And yeah, by the way, I heard these strange rumblings now and again. Feels like being in the movie The Cube.
Identified by prime numbers.
Figure it out.
I can't!
I'm not dying in a rat maze!
After finding some strange vets, I freed the one person from them that was still alive. One vet was broken out of, and the other had a mutated corpse in it. At this point I sure hope this is all just set dressing, and there is no weird mutated monster running around. After some puzzles I was too stupid to record, me and Kai escaped the underground area, and met up with Tartarus, who asked Kai if they remembered ever pissing off any rich guys, to which Kai answered that they have a pretty boring life and couldn't think of anyone. I didn't know where to go next, but the game had my back, and I delivered a package with a gun in it. Anyway, you said that box was just sitting by the front door? Open it up, let's see what's inside.
濃厚な魚介だしにたっぷりのネギと一さじのニンニクそして
A gun, great. William grabbed it and started threatening me with it, saying that only one can get out of here. I convinced him to not give up, cause so far we've survived everything this mansion has thrown at us. Tartarus intervened and took the gun from him, diffusing the situation somewhat. After another tremor, a new door opened, which led us to an elevator. I checked if it was safe for everybody down there. Right, the bottom one. Jesus Christ. I found schematics and puzzle parts from all over the house. They develop and build these puzzles in this area of dimension. I got everybody to come down too, and there it was, an exit. Still locked, but there were only 3 more rooms to check or solve. I took the admin card and headed to the first puzzle down here. In the offices down here there were some emails to and from the director. Some spoke of the employees, and the importance of this event that happens apparently every 5 years. Some emails spoke of weird stuff they saw or heard. The tremors were explained as totally normal and non-threatening. After repairing the main computer of the facility and opening the exit from the director's room, Torres and the others were able to leave. But I had a gut feeling that there were still questions unanswered, so I headed back off into Dimension, and told the others to leave if I don't come back within the hour. After finding the secret catacomb entrance which was hinted at in the director's office, I solved a few rather magical puzzles. And found a guy strung up, but let's say he wasn't very nice. Help me, you bitch.
Not with that attitude.
I stepped into a portal of sorts and found out that I helped myself in all these unexplainable events from earlier, like the mirror. How do I have this? My head is all fuzzy. Is this what happened? Did I help myself? Or the antidote puzzle. This is how I found part of the antidote. But there's no sign of that now. Am I supposed to help myself again? Set the stage? I think this was how I looked when I found myself. Even I was the missing monster from the vat I was afraid of. Oh, I was the one who broke out of the vat. After coming to my senses again, the strung up dude talked to me in a familiar voice. That voice.
We have spoken before, yet never spoken. Close enough to the blood. It has been eons since I could tell Polly. It has been eons since I could parley with one of your kind. Long associates, one was worthy.
The fuck? What's happening? Where am I now? So I was in a time loop of sorts? I helped myself? Or do I have powers? There is a deity. No. You are not real. This can't be real.
Few have ever come so far as to behold our divine countenance. Fewer still would ever dare. But I have fed well over these many years.
My head, what's...
All I need to regain my strength, supping in the tender fruits of your kind.
Just shut up. I can't think, God.
Yes, we have been called that. So many names, by so many forms. Writhing on feverish love and devotion. Stronger with each gasping desperate praise. Until the betrayal by one of your kind. The fearful worm who twisted our rituals and left us caged below. Half in, half out.
My body feels like it's on fire.
You always struggle. Worms twisting through the carcass of the cosmos. But we shall give you greater purpose.
No.
The gate is open. The time has come. Accept your place in eternity.
And I'll give it all to make sure you can never ever do this to anyone ever again. You need me to keep the gate open? But I'm a worm, huh? Well, I hope you choke on me.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
After I sacrificed myself, the others left, but not without waiting and searching for me for hours. Following the events at the mansion, Tartarus found herself very busy indeed tracking down and apprehending everyone she possibly could who had a connection to the society, whether the authorities wanted her help or not. She felt a renewed sense of purpose and fire, and oddly, a new appreciation for life. She had learned, after all, how unexpectedly fleeting it could be, and tried to slow down and enjoy it more when she could, sometimes a little. Tora spent the rest of her life in the pursuit of bringing to justice those who abused their power and resources, including eventually the corrupt officers who had been responsible for her leaving the forest all these years ago. Though she had many offers to join other agencies over the years, she would always turn them down. In her words, "I already lost the best partner I could ever hope for. How could anyone else possibly ever measure up?"